business are always looking to make more money.
Oh, for
So,
sure. No, that's a good point. If the government's offering it, you may as well take it, right?
but yeah, I would disagree with having the money come from the government. Yeah,
'Cause that's coming from you and me, right?
exactly. Yeah.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. Well, folks, I'm standing outside Canadian Tire's headquarters, and what brings me here, well, 2.7 million reasons brings me here. You see, that's the amount of money, taxpayer money, the federal government is giving Canadian Tire to buy EV charging stations. Now, I just think it's inexplicable. I mean, this is a government that's struggling with the largest debt and deficit in Canadian history, yet somehow there's $2.7 million for a very profitable company to buy EV chargers. In any event, I thought we'll just go to a Canadian Tire retail store and see what these chargers are all about and ask Canadian Tire customers what they think of this corporation getting all that money. Real money, by the way, not that Canadian Tire phony baloney money. Well, folks, we're at the Canadian Tire store on Shepherd Avenue in Scarborough, just east of Toronto. And as you can see, I'm standing in front of 4 charging stations with a total of 8 plug-ins. And there's not a Tesla to be found or any other kind of electric car or plug-in hybrid. And I think this makes somewhat of a statement that why would the federal government be funding something that there doesn't seem to be that much demand for? Excuse me, I was just wondering. We're with Rebel News, and we're just doing a story, sir, about Canadian Tire getting $2.7 million in taxpayer money to install charging stations for electric cars. Do you think that's a good use of taxpayer funds, sir?
You know, I mean, I don't really see what Canadian Tire will have to do with car chargers. Are they selling them or?
No, they'd be putting them in the parking lot, so if you have an electric car, you can charge it.
There.
Yeah.
So I guess it's sort of a money-making venture for Canadian Tire then.
Nothing's wrong with it. The only thing I don't like is the short term they'd be here. Is it really worth spending that kind of money on?
When it comes to veterans, war veterans asking for more money, Justin Trudeau says you're asking for too much. It just seems that, I don't know, we don't have our priorities straight.
Yeah, priorities. Well, there's also medical care, housing.
Yeah, let them pay for it.
Yeah, I convinced you that.
Oh, you convinced me. Let them pay for it, right?
Business are always looking to make more money.
Sure. No, that's a good point. If the government's offering it, you may as well take it, right?
But yeah, I would disagree with having the money come from the government. Yeah,
'Cause that's coming from you and me, right?
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what, folks? I don't want to seem like I'm coming down on Canadian Tire for this. After all, I do shop at Canadian Tire, so do millions of other Canadians. I also shop at Mark's and Sport Chek. Those are Canadian Tire stores as well. It's just the spending priorities that this Justin Trudeau Liberal government has that has me scratching my head. For example, what was it that our Prime Minister said about veterans wanting more money? Yeah, they were asking for too much.
Nobody forced me to join the military. I was prepared to be killed in action. What I wasn't prepared for, Mr. Prime Minister, is Canada turning its back on me. So which veteran was it that you were talking about?
Why are we still fighting against certain veterans groups in court? Because they're asking for more than we are able to give right now.
But when it comes to multi-billion-dollar companies such as Canadian Tire and Loblaws, when it comes to a terrorist coming home such as Omar Khadr, oh, plenty of money in the till for those cats. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Ship ahoy! Have you heard the news, folks? Rebel News is going on a cruise and you are invited. Please visit rebelnewscruise.com for all the details.